We've talked about how a lot of B2B SaaS messaging is generic, uninspiring, looks and feels like every other competitor in the marketplace. One of the challenges that a lot of companies have is trying to define differentiation. In ultra competitive marketplaces, differentiation is crucial. What strategies do you use to help brands stand out and avoid sounding like everybody else? How do you help them discover how they're unique or different or better? And what are some of the challenges that you run against when you present an idea of differentiation and a client will go, "No, that's not us. We don't operate like that," because they're so inherently biased. They've lived with their messaging for so long that they have a hard time seeing what's over the horizon.
The way that I help my clients understand their differentiation is first just the simple fact of being an outsider helps me and them get more of an objective view on the company, the product, the customers. That in itself is super valuable, I think. But the other couple of things that I do, one is understanding and kind of extracting from them because sometimes they keep it hidden, extracting their point of view, especially from the founder. If the founder scratched their own itch or they've been in the industry for a long time and they have a very strong point of view or insight into the industry, that's super valuable to differentiate the messaging. A lot of times the product might be pretty much the same as other companies, but what
Mhm.
differentiates it, it's the approach and the point of view. Where are they coming from? How are they delivering their product in a way that's different from other companies? Sometimes it's very subtle, but if you can find it, it's very helpful. The other thing, it's finding their unique voice. Sometimes what resonates is not really what you say, the features, the benefits, but it's simply the style, the different voice in which you say it, especially if it matches specific values that your customers share with you. Another thing, looking at competitors, but not copying competitors. The way that we do it, we do competitor analysis and we analyze competitors' websites messaging, dividing it into these three areas. Is the last one, but before that, you have the value section, and then up above that, the motivation section. Understanding websites this specific way, it's how you understand what level of awareness and sophistication are my competitors targeting. Should we target that same angle with our messaging, or maybe slightly different, even if your product is not that different? Selecting a different approach or targeting mechanism for your messaging can help differentiate you. Finally, probably the easiest thing is that a lot of companies either don't do or don't do well. It's using voice of customers, looking at
Mhm.
reviews, looking at your customer interviews, any specific messaging that sounds sticky, let's say, messaging that sounds like an headline that you could just take verbatim and use. That's super helpful because a lot of companies just use the usual jargon, especially enterprise company. When you start writing conversationally in B2B, which is much less common than B2C, then you have a much easier time differentiating.